What's up guys, this is Mac and this is a lazy model kit showcase of one of my early kits that I built. This is the RG Char Zaku 2. Now this is a kit I've had in my collection for a while now, and it's a really good looking kit, but it does suffer from the early rail grade problems, that being with the RG frames not exactly holding up well. So this kit is a little bit fragile, so I really don't move it around a lot. So I usually keep it in this kind of simple pose with the machine gun. But I figured since I'm home for the weekend, I figured might as well talk about it, because I don't think I've really talked about this kit on my channel at all anyways. So this kit is already fully complete. As you can see, I panel lined it, I put on all of the decals, and I also gave it a top coat, which is actually not something I do too often with my kits. This is when I was kind of experimenting a little bit, so I gave it a matte finish. And I think it turned out pretty good for the most part. You probably saw in some of the close-ups, you can see some of the, I don't know what you call it, but like kind of glaze effect from where I oversprayed the top coat, especially here on the shield. Might be able to see that a little bit. But overall, I was pretty pleased on how this kit turned out. Now I don't have the accessories with me, because again, I've just kind of had it in this pose for a long time now. But it came with a standard kind of Zaku weapon. So obviously we got the machine gun here. It came with a heat axe, and it came with a bazooka, and I believe that's it accessory wise. The heat axe can be stored on the side skirt here. It can be stored on both sides, and then on the back, I believe this little panel here can flip down to store the bazooka. And then obviously we have the machine gun here in his hand. Now, since this is an early rail grade kit, it only came with the posable RG hands. So that is the 3 fingers moved together, the pointer finger moves separately, and the thumb moves separately. So these are all on tiny ball joints. So you have to be very careful, because these little fingers can pop out extremely easy. And yeah, you can end up losing fingers. But it looks like, at least on this figure, I have all the fingers still intact. As for the machine gun itself, it does have a little peg here. So you can peg it into the hand right in there. It's not the best connection in the world, but you can peg it in and kind of close the fingers around it a little bit. And then you can have it something like that. So there you go. You can hold on to a machine gun pretty well. Let's quickly get into the articulation. So again, I have to be very careful with this guy, because I haven't moved him around in a while. But head can go up and down, can rotate side to side, arms can rotate a full 360 degrees. Just be very careful. There goes the shoulder. That's okay. It can go out that much, so it's on a little pop-out joint in there. It can go out that much. You get rotation at the biceps. Elbow bend is nice double joint there, and you can see part separation there as well. And the sticker doesn't exactly like to lay down, because the sticker is one of the ones that wraps around, which over time they'll kind of just start unsticking to the plastic. But yeah, you can see, let me see if I can do that again, the part separation as you move the elbow joint. So watch right here, it kind of separates a little bit. There you go. So that's really cool that a lot of the early rail grades did. And just be very careful moving it back into place. Hands can rotate. I already kind of talked about the fingers. They're all on little ball joints. So the 3 fingers move together, pointer finger moves separately, and the thumb moves separately. Let's see, what else? The shield here can, I believe it can, yeah, so it can kind of swing out. You can kind of see there's 2 kind of swinging mechanisms in here. So it can swing out here, and it can swing out here. Again, I don't really want to touch that too much. And there's a little bit of rotation as well. As for the spiky shoulder, you can see it's just a ball joint in there. Very tiny ball joint. So let me see if I can pop that back into place real fast. There we go. So yeah, the shoulder blade, or spiky shoulder, can move down a little bit and get some rotation. Waist can rotate a little bit right in here. little bit of ab crunch, a little bit of side to side. Front skirts will move separately. I don't remember if I separated them myself or they already came like that. Side skirts can move a little bit as well, but again, I don't want to push it too much. Back skirts, well, come off, but they can move a little bit as well. So let me see if I can just attach this part back on here. So the legs can kick out about that much, go back about that much. This joint is still extremely tight. I will say though, I'm talking about the early road grade frame. This one has held up surprisingly well, and I think it probably has to do with the top coat that I applied for it. Kind of helped tighten up the joints a little bit because this leg's pretty stiff. I'll say it can only go out maybe about that much. And again, I'm just being very gentle with this kit because I really don't want to push it too much. Get some rotation, and let's see that knee bend here. So go from the side here and slowly bend it. You can watch the thigh piece here start to separate as I bend it. Go nice and slow. There we go. And it gets to about that point there. So really impressive knee bending. Also, you kind of saw the kneecap also moved a little bit. So here, let's go at it from this angle here. So slowly go back, nice and slow. You can see the thigh piece start to move back as well. And there we go. These hoses are on springs. All of these little pieces are individual pieces. So that was fun to cut out and try to fit the little spring. Same with the hoses here on the side, as well as the hoses on the head as well. And then the ankles can move up about that much, down about that much. You get a little bit of pivoting here towards the toes. You get a little bit of toe separation here as well, and get some rotation here. So pretty decent articulation. Again, just be very careful when you're moving this kit around, but you can still get it into some pretty kind of dynamic poses here. So let me see if I can just pull one off real fast. So there. And you kind of get the idea. I don't really want it to, I don't want to push it too much because again, this is an old kit. But yeah, that's basically it about this kit. So again, just kind of want to do, I don't know what you call this, lazy showcase of this model kit. It's still a really, really good looking kit. It's just, again, early road grades. Just be extremely careful when moving it around. And hopefully they'll release a 2.0 of the Zaku to go with the RX-78 2.0. That would be really cool to see. Here, let me see if I can attach this back on real fast. But yeah, as I said, extremely good looking kit. Has beautiful color separation. Just have to be extremely careful when moving it around. The build itself was actually pretty good for the most part, besides this hoses here. That was a little bit of a pain, I remember. But other than that, and there we go. You know what? I'll just worry about that later. Don't know if I would still recommend this kit. Maybe if you can find the green Zaku, because I know they came. Green Zaku came with fixed hands, so it came with like open fist and closed fist. I don't remember what all it came with, but it makes holding the accessories a lot easier instead of having to deal with these fragile road grade hands. But yeah, if you can find the green Zaku, I don't remember if that was a standard release or a P Bandai. I know the road grade Char Zaku is a lot easier to come by than the green version. I want to say for some reason the green version was a P Bandai, which I think was extremely dumb on Bandai's part. I don't know why they would do that. Same with the Zaku as well. Their standard mass production blue Zaku is a P Bandai, but yet Char Zaku was a standard release. So I don't know. But anyways, that was about it for this, I guess, video. Wanted to show off this kit because I've had it in my collection for a while, and I don't know, man, these rubber kits are just a beauty to look at. It still stands proudly on my shelf, and yeah, You know, if you just want a really good looking Zaku and you know you're not afraid to work with tiny parts, then I would pick this kit up. Just don't move it around too much, kind of find a nice pose and keep it there. So anyways, that's it for this short video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the real grade Zaku, let me know. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, do all that usual good stuff. And as always, I always put a link to my Discord and Instagram and all my other social media, so definitely go check that out as well. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.